Hello and welcome to the Thorim guide from learntoplay.wow.com. The fight begins after you kill the first mobs that were already in the room. This encounter requires that you split your raid into two groups, one for the arena, which you see now, and one for the tunnel. Basically, both groups will have to deal with some adds, and they will be reunited after the tunnel group finishes its progress. Balancing the two groups is key to the success of this encounter. Having too few people in the arena will result in the group being overrun by adds. Having too few people in the tunnel will make them progress too slow. The arena group will constantly be getting adds, and so if these adds don't get DPS down fast enough, more and more will pile up. On the other hand, the tunnel group sets up its own progress speed. The faster they go, the less the arena group has to hold out, but still, the tunnel group is not at risk of getting overrun. This is why it is perhaps better to have some extra DPS in the arena. Because the adds spawn from all the corners of the room, it is recommended to have the group bunched up together under the AoE effect of a tank, consecrate, or death and decay. This reduces the risk of getting aggro from adds. Staying grouped up and in the middle also eliminates possible damage coming from the charge orb ability. The orbs are basically the pillars around the room. Thorim will sometimes charge them and they will do damage to nearby targets. However, staying grouped up has its disadvantages. It makes the raid vulnerable to whirlwind attacks coming from Dark Rune champions. So, if you do decide to stay grouped up, you should have the champions on top of your priority list. Additionally, having casters grouped up may be problematic when the Deafening Thunder ability is used. This ability increases spellcast times by 75% within 15 yards of the target of Stormhammer. A minus 75% slowed healer can easily result in a dead raid member. And so, perhaps this battle is a bit more complicated for casters. If they choose to stay at a distance, then they have to deal with the adds and charged up pillars. If they choose to stay close, they will get the cast debuff. You will have to deal with 4 types of adds. Making a kill order is not necessarily a requirement, but it helps. If you do stay grouped up, kill the champions first. Then you should go for the evokers. The evokers can both heal and DPS. Since they can heal, having a rogue with wound poison is a good idea. Also, the evokers cast a powerful shield on their allies. Having someone dispelling the shield helps. In the tunnel, also known as the Gauntlet, you will have to deal with some adds and with a couple of mini-bosses. It is necessary to have a tank, a healer, and a couple of DPS in this group. The idea is that the faster this group moves, the better the chances for the arena group. Just DPS the first couple of adds in order to get to the first mini-boss. What's really important here is that you watch out for the ability that the mini-boss uses. It's called Smash and you basically have to strafe it. Just look at the boss and see which hand, left or right, he is holding up. In that hand he will have a fire-like cannonball. Simply stay away from that respective side of the room. Switch sides however many times necessary. Tanks, healers, DPS, everyone should look and move as this ability hits for a lot of damage. Once you engage the boss, he will stop casting his ability. You need to have him turned around and then just DPS him down. After this mini-boss goes down, the door behind him will open and more adds and another mini-boss will follow. The adds need to be taken down quickly, as this time they keep respawning until the second mini-boss on top of the stairs gets engaged into battle. The tank can go up the stairs and engage him while still holding aggro on the last add left alive. This new boss casts a spell called Rune Detonation. You basically become an immobile living bomb. Everyone else needs to take distance from you or they will take damage. Once you take down the second mini-boss, you are just a walk away from getting reunited with the arena group. Don't step on the large circles. If you made it through the tunnel in less than 2 minutes and 45 seconds, then Sif will still be in the room, so when you engage Thorim you will activate the hard mode. In the normal mode, if more than 2 minutes and 45 seconds have passed since you started the tunnel, just have your tank engage Thorim and then everyone jump down for the reunion and the last phase of this battle. In the final phase, both groups will deal with Thorim together. This phase actually seems to be the least complicated. As always, stay spread out to avoid chain lightning jumping from target to target. Notice and move away from the side of the room that is affected by lightning charge. Tanks will get a debuff called Unbalancing Strike, which reduces their defense by 200. Each time one of them gets the debuff, the other one needs to taunt. That is all. This has been a guide from learntoplaywo.com. Thanks for watching.